Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Lindsay Lohan is an American actress, singer, and entrepreneur whose career has been marked by both remarkable success and public controversy. Born on July 2, 1986, in New York City and raised in Merrick and Cold Spring Harbor, Long Island, Lohan began her career as a child model at the age of 3, appearing in over 60 television commercials before transitioning to acting. Her breakthrough came in 1998 with Disney's The Parent Trap, a remake of the 1961 classic. Lohan's dual performance as separated twins Annie James and Hallie Parker impressed audiences and critics alike, showcasing her natural comedic timing and charm. This success launched her into stardom and established her as one of Hollywood's most promising young talents. In the early 2000s, Lindsay Lohan became a defining face of teen cinema. She starred in hits such as Freaky Friday, 2003, opposite Jamie Lee Curtis, and Mean Girls, 2004, written by Tina Fey. Mean Girls became a cultural phenomenon and remains one of the most quoted teen films of all time. Around the same period, she also pursued a music career, releasing 2 pop albums, Speak, 2004, and A Little More Personal, Raw, 2005, both of which achieved commercial success. However, Lohan's rising career was soon overshadowed by personal struggles. Through the mid-2000s, she faced multiple legal issues, arrests, and stints in rehab due to substance abuse and erratic behavior. These challenges affected her public image and professional reliability, leading to a decline in major film roles. Despite this, she continued to work in independent films such as Georgia Rule, 2007, and The Canyons, 2013, showing glimpses of her undeniable talent. In later years, Lohan sought to rebuild her life and career outside the U.S., spending significant time in Europe and the Middle East. She opened a beach club in Mykonos, Greece, which inspired the 2019 MTV reality series, Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club. Though short-lived, the project marked a step toward her re-emergence in entertainment. In recent years, Lohan has made a measured and positive return to acting. Her performance in Netflix's Falling for Christmas, 2022, was warmly received, signaling a comeback that fans had long hoped for. She followed it with other film projects, reaffirming her place in Hollywood's evolving landscape. Beyond film, Lindsay Lohan has remained a pop culture figure, a symbol of early 2000s fame. The pitfalls of young stardom, and resilience in the face of public scrutiny. Her story reflects the intense pressures placed on child actors and the long road to personal and professional redemption. In the years following her early fame and public struggles, Lindsay Lohan underwent a significant personal and professional transformation that has reshaped her image and legacy. After spending much of the 2010s outside the Hollywood spotlight, she began to focus on personal growth, entrepreneurship, and a more stable lifestyle. Following her move to Dubai in 2014, Lohan sought a quieter, more private life away from the paparazzi and the relentless scrutiny of the U.S. media. Dubai offered her a sense of peace and anonymity that she hadn't experienced since childhood. In interviews, she has often credited this move with helping her find balance and clarity, allowing her to focus on her mental health and long-term goals. During this period, she also explored philanthropic efforts, particularly advocating for refugee children through humanitarian organizations. Professionally, Lindsay slowly reintroduced herself to the public eye through various ventures. In addition to her Mykonos Beach Club project in Greece, which gained international attention, she launched a lifestyle website and expressed interest in producing and directing. While not all her business efforts achieved lasting success, they demonstrated her entrepreneurial spirit and determination to reinvent herself. Her return to acting marked a new chapter in her story. Netflix's Falling for Christmas 2022 was her first major film role in over a decade. The film's lighthearted holiday theme and Lohan's engaging performance reminded audiences of her natural comedic charm. Critics noted that her portrayal carried both warmth and self-awareness, qualities that reflected her real-life evolution. This role also sparked renewed public affection, with many fans celebrating her comeback as a story of perseverance and renewal. In 2023, she continued her collaboration with Netflix, signing a multi-film deal that included Irish Wish 2024, further cementing her return to mainstream entertainment. Alongside her professional resurgence, Lindsay also embraced major milestones in her personal life. She married financier Bader Shammas in 2022, and in July 2023, the couple welcomed their first child, a son named Louis. Motherhood, by her own account, brought her profound joy and a deeper sense of purpose. Throughout her life, Lindsay Lohan's journey has been a vivid reflection of fame's highs and lows. From child prodigy to global superstar, from public downfall to quiet recovery, her path has been both turbulent and inspiring. Despite the challenges, she remains deeply admired for her authenticity, her willingness to confront her past, and her enduring love for acting. Today, Lindsay Lohan stands as a symbol of resilience and reinvention, a performer who has weathered immense challenges and emerged with wisdom, grace, and a renewed sense of identity. She continues to work in film and entertainment, but now on her own terms, balancing her artistic passion with the stability she long sought. Her legacy, once defined by scandal, is now being redefined by perseverance, growth, and the courage to begin again. Lindsay Lohan's story begins with a family that was already connected to show business in subtle ways, and from the start, her life seemed destined for the spotlight. She was born Lindsay D. Lohan on July 2, 1986, in the Bronx, New York City, to Dina and Michael Lohan. Her mother, a former dancer and singer, later became her manager, while her father worked as a Wall Street trader before turning to entrepreneurship. Lindsay is the eldest of 4 siblings: Michael Jr., Aliana, Hallie, and Dakota, Cody, several of whom have also pursued careers in entertainment and modeling. Lindsay's career began remarkably early. Signed with Ford models at just 3 years old, she appeared in commercials for major brands like Calvin Klein, Pizza Hut, and Wendy's, quickly becoming one of the most in-demand child models of the early 1990s. Her expressive face and natural charisma caught casting directors' attention, leading to small television roles, including a recurring part on the soap opera Another World in 1996. But it was her performance in Disney's The Parent Trap, 1998, that made her a household name. Her portrayal of identical twins separated at birth was a stunning debut. Critics praised her comedic timing, emotional depth, and ability to play 2 distinct characters with confidence far beyond her years. Following this success, Lohan became one of Disney's brightest young stars. She took on lead roles in Life Size 2000, with Tyra Banks, and Get a Clue 2002, further cementing her reputation as a rising teen actress. However, it was the early 2000s that marked her transition into a bona fide Hollywood star. In Freaky Friday 2003, she showcased not just humor and acting maturity but also her musical abilities, performing songs on the soundtrack. The film was a critical and box office success, grossing over $160 million worldwide. Her next project, Mean Girls 2004, written by Tina Fey, turned Lohan into a cultural icon. Playing Katie Heron, a naive teenager navigating high school social hierarchies, she embodied both vulnerability and wit, making her one of the most relatable teen heroines of the decade. Mean Girls became a defining movie of the 2000s and remains a pop culture landmark, quoted and referenced even decades later. Around this period, Lohan was at the peak of her fame, a red carpet regular, a media darling, and one of the highest-paid young actresses in Hollywood. In addition to acting, she ventured into music. Her debut album, Speak, 2004, reached number 4 on the Billboard 200 and went platinum, featuring pop rock hits like Rumors and Over. Her follow-up, A Little More Personal, Raw, 2005, was darker and more introspective, touching on her strained family relationships and struggles with fame. The single Confessions of a Broken Heart, Daughter to Father, even served as a public message to her father, reflecting the emotional intensity that defined much of her youth. However, the same fame that fueled her success soon became a heavy burden. In her late
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.